Hi everyone, my name is Julie Tajeski and I am a librarian here at the Center for Legal Information. This video is part of a series of videos on how to use the library's electronic resources. This particular video deals with something called the eJournal Finder. There is a link to the eJournal Finder underneath the library catalog on the library's website. The eJournal Finder is pretty much what you would expect it to be. It is a resource that allows you to identify whether we have electronic access to a particular journal. It is a little more useful than that insofar as it covers not only scholarly journals, but also newspapers. The scope of resources that you can identify using the eJournal Finder is very similar to the resources that are available using the discovery layer search of the catalog, the Duke search box that you can see on the top of the library website. If you watch the video for the catalog, you know that the discovery layer search searches for information from Gutenberg library databases and also Hein Online. The scope of coverage in the eJournal Finder is very similar. It includes electronic journals that are in databases, Gutenberg Library, and then also law reviews and law-related periodicals that are included in Hein Online. Again, Hein Online is one of the primary resources for locating law reviews. I'm going to do a quick search of the eJournal Finder. So here is what it looks like whenever you log into the eJournal Finder. I already had this set up. Usually you would have to log in using your MultiPass credentials. This is something that you have to log into using MultiPass. When you do that, you'll be greeted with this screen. You will see on the bottom half of the screen, we have the Browse by Discipline. Law as a discipline has over 1,900 titles associated with it. That is useful information. Generally speaking, when you use the eJournal Finder, you will be looking for a specific journal. Here, I'm going to do a search for the Duquesne Law Review. And this is my result page. You can see that there are two entries. The bottom entry goes from 1963 to 1968, so it is the older version of the title. The first entry is the Duquesne Law Review from 1969 to present. First, we have full text access. So that would be as opposed to just having indexing information. Second, the access is being provided via Hein Online. If I click on the link, I will be taken to the resource as it appears in the database. And here is the Duquesne Law Review in Hein Online. I had to authenticate using MultiPass to get to this screen. If I expand, then I can look at the individual articles. And there are the articles for the most recent issue. I'm going to go back to the library's website to wrap up here. To summarize, the eJournal Finder allows you to identify whether the library has an electronic copy of a particular journal. It also tells you the range of coverage, whether we have holdings for the last 10 years or maybe for the entire run of the journal. Please remember that it is not a comprehensive research tool. In particular, it does not cover things like journals that are available in Lexis or Westlaw. If you're interested in that sort of information, you should probably either do a search of the library catalog, or you could just simply search within Lexis or Westlaw directly. Again, my name is Julie. I am the Electronic Resources Librarian here at the Center for Legal Information. If you have any questions, you can reach me using the Ask a Librarian option on the library's website. Either I will get back to you or you will hear from one of my colleagues. That is the end of this particular video. Thank you.